Richard Morecroft, and this is Letters and Numbers, a great way to end the day, or start the evening, depending on your perspective. But there is only one way to view these clever two. Firstly, the arithmetically amazing Lily Serna.
Hey, Richard.
Do you have a little ritual or something, Lily, to, end your day, something you do every night?
Well, to be perfectly honest, besides, say, brushing my teeth or something, I tend to avoid routine.
Right, like you just don't do the same thing deliberately?
Yeah, I think that it keeps the brain sharper because you have to think about the next thing you do, so you don't have to kind of go into autopilot.
Oh, OK. We'll avoid autopilot, but we will do something very predictably shortly, this show. Welcome, Lily.
Thank you.
And the linguistically lively David Astle.
Hey, Richard. Thank you.
Sometimes you're lively over the weekend, sometimes you're just a little bit relaxed, but you're always listening.
Actively harvesting, that's right. And one phrase that I've heard more and more often is the phrase, first world problem. Now, that applies to something if, in fact, I get a paper cut now and then using this dictionary, and that is a first world problem.
There is just a rather delightful edge of worldly sarcasm about this particular phrase, isn't there?
There is, and look, it's if you have a glint in the morning commute or you miss a belt loop, basically anything that seems a major aggravation in our lives could easily be described, I think, as a first world problem.
Yeah, not earth-shatteringly significant, but, it's going to muck up your day.
But irritating.
But irritating, yes. Welcome, David.
Thank you.
And it's now my pleasure to introduce our contestants for tonight. First up, our carryover champion, back for his fourth night, Alan Nash. Hello again, Alan.
Hello, Richard.
Now, you had, and very few of us have had this opportunity, afternoon tea with the Queen. How did that happen?
Well, Richard, I was living in London a few years ago, and as an Australian living in London, you can apply to meet your head of state at one of a number of royal events. It's basically a lottery, and I and my wife entered into that, and we got drawn out, and so we and about 2,000 other people, to be fair, went to Buckingham Palace and had afternoon tea with Her Majesty, and Prince Philip, I think, was there.
Excellent. So you all raised your teacups at the same time?
Yes, and there were cucumber sandwiches as well. It was very genteel.
It sounds like a marvellous event. Not as good, of course, as tonight, but a marvellous event, nevertheless.
Not a patch.
Welcome back. And tonight's challenger is anaesthetist Kim Fielke. Hello, Kim.
Hi, Richard.
Now, you have in the past worked in some pretty remote parts of the country. I know not just at the moment, but what do you like about working in very remote areas?
I think in the smaller places you probably have a little bit more independence and you probably develop closer ties and a better feel for the community.
And now, where are you working?
Hamilton, out in Western Victoria.
In Hamilton, so not that remote, but would you like to go bush again?
Yeah, I think once the kids have finished school, one of my ideas is to start thinking about moving more remote again.
Oh, well, good luck with that. Stay here in the studio tonight. Please, a big welcome to Alan Nash and Kim Fielke. And it's a chance to write your own narrative, first of all, with the letters game tonight. Alan, you know what to do?
Could I start with a consonant, please, today?
Sure, let's start with N.
And another?
R.
And a vowel, please?
A.
And another vowel?
E.
A consonant?
H.
And another consonant, please?
C.
And another vowel, please?
I.
And another vowel?
U.
And a finish with a consonant, please.
And last letter, S.
First clock. So, Alan, first letters for the week. How many?
I'll try a risky 8, Richard.
A risky 8. Great way to start. Kim, what about you?
And I have a 7.
Let's begin with that.
Rechains, which is actually 8.
Oh, now, unfortunately, because you declared 7, I'm afraid we can't give you the 8. So, Alan, what was your risky 8?
Sun chair.
It does sound like a, A dodgy one, David.
Well, in fact, this mix had a lot of risky eights because I thought it might have been chainers or rechain also there. And raunches, could that be pluralised? It can, because it means to hug in a lascivious way. Sun chair, unfortunately, a risky eight that didn't pay off. Only sun cream, sun cured, not a sun chair. And rechains would not have been a word either, Richard, not listed here. But another risky eight that actually is listed and legit is charnies, and it's C-H-A-R-N-I-E-S, and it's a more of a Canberra word for someone who's a little bit disadvantaged in a socio-economic way. We might say a bogan because it relates to Charnwood, a suburb of Canberra. That's there for 8.
Nice one, David, but no score, unfortunately, for Alan and Kim. Well, let's see if our next lot of letters can actually deliver some points to Kim and Alan. Kim, you to choose.
We'll start with a consonant, thanks, Lily.
Sure. Let's start with D.
And a vowel.
A.
And another vowel.
E.
And a consonant.
R.
And another consonant.
T.
And another vowel.
I.
And another consonant.
L.
And another consonant.
D.
And a final vowel, thank you.
And last letter, O.
30 seconds on the clock. So, Kim, your first letter selection on the show, how did you go?
We'll try another 8, Richard.
Okay, Alan,
I have an appreciative 8 as well.
give us that, please.
Idolater.
Idolater, that's a beauty. And Kim?
I also had idolater.
Lovely. If you would just verify, you've both got the same thing. That's a nice play, David.
It's admirable, praiseworthy, lovely. The players have tailored the letters well, which is the other 8, an anagram of idolater. And I must ask, in fact, Alan, do you actually have a property that you lease out?
I do.
Well, in fact, this is a very exciting moment on the show, Richard, because we actually have, given that Kim is an anaesthetist, we have a letter and a number.
Gee, I wish we had a bass drum. Exactly. We need a bass drum and a hi-hat there for that. That was a boom tish. That's almost a full Monty in the boom tish stuff.
Yes.
A letter and a number. Welcome, gentlemen. And great scores. 8 points each for Alan and Kim. Well, maybe we should call this the first numbers game. What do you think, Lily? No. Look at
Easy,
shot.
Richard, yeah.
Okay, the first numbers game coming up next. Up to 10 points, of course, available depending on just how close our contestants get to that target number. And Alan, your combo.
Thanks, Richard. I'm a firm believer in precedent, so I'll get 4 large and 2 small, please, Lily.
4 large and 2 small. Thanks, Alan. And our numbers.
I can't believe you did that.
Oh my God. 9, 2, and 75, 100, 50, and 25. And the target to reach is 247.
30 seconds to get there. Well, first numbers of the week, Alan. How did you go?
248.
1 off. And what about you, Kim?
I've only written down 250.
When you say you've only written down...
I can see how to get 247 now.
Oh, okay. It's a little bit too late now. That's what the 30 seconds is for, unfortunately. That's the
indeed.
challenge. But, Alan, take us through your approach, please.
Lily, if you add up all the big numbers, 100 plus 75 plus 50 plus 25...
Plus 25 is
250.
250.
Minus the 2 is 248.
Minus the 2 is 248.
So well done, Alan. You are only one off the target. Lily, I know you're going to start the week by going straight there.
I can, and I'll show you how to get there. 2 times 100 is 200, plus the 50. And then if you take away the 75 divided by 25, that gets you up to 247.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. And that's a classic example of seeing those large numbers combined as being a very useful small number.
Yeah, and Kim, was that the way that you saw?
Indeed.
Indeed, but just that little bit too late. The challenge of the 30 seconds. Great work, though, for Alan, 7 points. So that means that Kim is on 8, Alan's on 15, as we head for our first break tonight and your first word mix. It's Bray Pope. And the clue, this young man keeps away from flame and strong winds. See you after this.